Hello guys, today I'm gonna... Your game is ugly. Okay buddy, scrap that. You know what? Let's do it. The game is ugly. So today, I'm gonna make it beautiful. So, in the last video, which did extremely well by the way, and I love you all for it, we had a good base, but everything does kinda look like Roblox. So let's get to fixing it. First step, you might remember the cubes from last episode and how they basically did nothing. So now, when you break one of them, you get scrap. And I wanted you to use this scrap to buy weapons. But we have a problem, there is nowhere to buy weapons. So, we need to make a shop. Play the montage music. Okay, now the shop is looking good. The shopkeeper is looking very dandy, if I say so myself. And we are just going to make his ribcage a little shiny to be more interesting. And remember the inverse kinematics from last video? Well, beep boop and tada! He's now got spaghetti arms. And also, what should I name him? Well, he got that hat and a nose, so I guess... Perry, yes.
Oh look, a regular shopkeeper. Perry the shopkeeper.
And here is everything in action. You break the rock, get another rock, and buy with it another rock. Now that we got that figured out, it's time to actually change the graphics. So I hopped into Blender to create some models. Psych, I hate Blender. So instead, I borrowed some models from the best man I know. Slavas. And why are you white? Okay, this took me an embarrassing amount of time to figure out, but here it is with a texture, and it looks great, if I say so myself. Do you see how there is an outline around everything? Yeah, it's the same one I made last episode. I told you it will come in handy. Anyway, here they are in action. Old virgin weapon, Chad new weapon. Very big and strong, modeled after you know who. Anyway, now we need to talk about a base. It currently looks like... So I gave him a new look. Wait, why the fuck are you? Okay, after talking to him, he understands his mistakes and he won't be doing them again. And don't think I forgot, you can still add multiple guns to it. Also, the previous sockets where you put in weapons looked kinda so I made a shader to make it look better. How did I make it? Huh, fun you should ask. Let me break it down for you. Okay, now let's continue. This isn't a tower defense game, it's a robot game. Needs to be robotic, so you can't just add and remove weapons. I need to make it so you can add other stuff, so you actually have some choices to make. So I made this extra engine that doubles the attack of all other weapons. And now you need to make a choice if you want to add another weapon or instead add an engine to make all the other weapons twice as fast. I used the burger because I didn't have time to find something better. Here you can see just the gun, here it is with one engine, and here it is with two. Wait. Anyway, remember the enemies I made last episode? Well, it's hard for me to say, but they suck. So I hopped into Blender and... yeah, fuck that, I hate Blender. Luckily Slavas got my back again. And now he has a spider hat. Let's ask them if they like their new hat. Excellent! And after they stopped tweaking, I made their legs a little less stupid. And look at them go. Now to the main part. Play the montage music.
Wow!
Do you ever get that feeling that you are proud of something you made? Yeah, me neither. Anyway, let's see if they like it. Wow, they are ecstatic. Anyway, now the turrets and the enemies can have a proper stare down. Hey bro, I think you got him. Hey bro, also, I just accidentally fixed something that was driving me insane for a month now. Do you see how the shadows are flickering when I move? No one online had any idea how to fix it. And after banging my head against the wall for hours, apparently all I needed to do was click this one button. I won't die. Also, if you are concerned about the performance, don't. I don't know why, but the performance of the robot is just amazing. Do you know who's also amazing? Today's sponsor, Raid Shut... I'm joking. They begged me for a shoutout. They said, we'll give you $1 million, just say our name. And I said, nah. True story by the way. Anyway now, let's recap. The turrets are handsome. The enemies are very handsome if I say so myself. But everything else is... still So let's get to it. First of all, the elephant in the room is the floor. So I threw some textures on it, and now it looks better I think. And also, just like our beautiful planet, the arena is flat right now, and you can just walk off it. So I made some mountains to hide it. But if you look really closely, you can see the mountains actually look kinda nasty. So I added some fog to hide them. And now it's the time for my favorite part, adding the skyblocks. it's basically just a picture, so it's really easy. I tried to add something else, and it reminded me of something I don't think I can talk about on YouTube. That's actually impressive. So in the end, I decided on the mouse one because it really fit the aesthetic, and now the game doesn't look like complete garbage. Do you know what is also not complete garbage? What the f is this segue? My new game, Thunder Ronin! It's releasing next month, so go wishlist now. I'll do one push-up for each wishlist. Since last time we got 185 wishlist, so 185 push-ups. Anyway, I have good news and bad news. The good news is I need to make effects, and the bad ones, I need to use Unity's particle system. Sorry. Anyway, here I made a muzzle flash for the weapons, and after actually using my own art skills for once, it looks much better, and more importantly, juicy. Also, do you remember the weapon I made last episode? The ones that took me like a whole day to make? Yeah, straight to the garbage. He doesn't make the cut anymore. So instead, now you can take the weapons off the turrets and use them yourself. Also, I added some variables and now weapons can go brrrr, and I made it so when enemies get hit, they are now stunned for a second. Sit. Sit. No. Bad. But the enemies are kinda pathetic right now, just staring down at you. So I gave them some way to defend themselves. And they seem to love it. But we only have one weapon currently, so it's kinda boring. And I have an idea for a mortar. So I hopped into Blender. Come on guys, stop falling for this. Anyway, now I have a model. But in case you don't know, mortars don't shoot straight. So I need to calculate the trajectory of the shell. But don't you worry, I took AP Physics in high school, so it really wasn't anything special to make. And now we can calculate trajectory. And this one guy on YouTube told me I should add explosions. And he's totally right. So I made a little proof to test it out. And then I made it into a full-blown boom. I still need to give it some more particles, but I think it's okay for now. Well guys, we did a lot today and I'm really happy with the Make rocket launcher. But make rocket launcher. I am tired and it's 2 AM, but the voices in my head want a rocket launcher, so let's do it. The idea was to spawn a rocket and make it fly, but I think they just want peace. So after a little pep talk, they march right into the enemy and explode for their glorious leader. I changed how they moved and came up with something I like. I also tried giving the enemies rocket launchers, but they kept shooting each other. And did you think I could just yoink it from the turret and give it to the player? Well no, the god said, "F you, write me again." So I did. And after a bit of crying, the player could also enjoy the glorious rocket launcher. And for you to lose the game, I made a core that the enemies need to destroy to beat you. Anyway, here is everything until now. Enjoy! Well guys, thank you for watching. Also, really thank you for all the wishlist on Thunder Ronin this month. It really makes me happy to see I'm excited for it. And don't think I didn't see you in the last video. It's my first video ever to hit 1k views. And it's just insane for me. I thought it was gonna be years from now before I reach these numbers. So I'm gonna make the best games ever to thank you. Also, even after a month, the game has no name, so give me some ideas in the comments. Also, the winner of the best fair this month is Gibol. Thank you for your contribution. Next video, I'll probably have a free demo of the game to give you all. Well, I guess that's all for today. So if you like YouTube, like, see more, like, smash, like YouTube, smash, like, want, see more, like, see more, want, like me, so, roll that up. Subscribe. Will he continue the game? Will he learn Blender? Will he be the dev god? Find out in the next episode.